American Canadian pattern called the Mickey Finn. There's also a trout version of this, you know, a proper feather winged trout version. It must have caught a lot of fish over the years. It's something similar to our Gary dog in overall colour, like the Gary dog wing. Now the rib is oval silver tinsel.
No tail this time?
No tail, no. Well, I've seen versions with tail, but the original had no tail at all. No tail, no hackle. And the body is flat silver. On the big size hooks you could build this up first with white floss. You know, lay down a layer of white floss and wind down the silver on top of it. But actually the pattern calls for you know, quite a thin body. You wind the silver down side by side, perhaps just a slight overlap. Again, there's no wound hackle, so you take the silver down quite near the eye. You'll see I like using a lot of wax. Now you've got one turn behind silver.
Any specific reason for that, John?
It'll stop this end of the silver fraying. It looks neat, you know, it finishes off. It all depends on the size of the hook as to how many turns of silver goes on. Again, I'm supporting the hook on the thumb because these long shank hooks, they move it about a bit.
Nothing worse when you finish it.
It'll weaken there, yeah.
Just to finish tying it off and discover it breaks or something.
Again, a bed of tying silk. Never tie hair or any type of hair or feather onto a bare hook because it just pulls out. Now the wing is supposed to be 1/3 yellow, then 1/3 red, then the remaining 2/3 of yellow on top. And you don't want it to be too bulky. The medium long wing, on this size, 1/2, 3/4 of an inch past the end of the hook. Not too many turns. You get a very bulky head. Because each time you put a layer on, you're going to tie this first layer down anyway. It's getting tied in all the time.
What you're doing now, of course, Jim, is you're just getting equal length of the hair to
just matching up the ends. You can get a thing called a hair stacker, where you put the ends down, you know, and dump it up and down. But sometimes if the hair's very soft, it doesn't work very well.
Equal length this time, Jim?
Yep. some more wax. Now this time about twice as much yellow as we used the first time. Always remember the last hair you cut off at an angle. So that way. If you cut it straight down,
A bulky head, yeah.
it's difficult to fill the space in because your thread's going to drop just straight off the edge. And once you get that tied down, then you can build it up. Fill up that space there. You can crisscross it like this. And that stops all the layers of thread just falling over each other.
Over the front. It's a blackhead in this flag.
Blackhead. I've seen jungles on it too. In America or Canada, any long shank lure is known, made with hair, is known as a bucktail.